In this video, we're going to show you how to create a backplate, by taking a picture of somewhere, maybe our little bulldozer is in that environment, and you want to make it as realistic to the client as possible. So you take a picture of it with your phone, upload it, and then create it as a backplate and your environment in your 3ds Max scene. So if I take a look at this, if I'm just going to go click on Quick Render, you'll see that there's nothing there. So there's no background or anything like that. I haven't put the picture in yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the picture for reference to see what I'm looking at. So to get to that, I'll click on 8 for the shortcut key and go and choose my bitmap. Okay, so we go to our maps, bitmap, and there you can see there's our background office over here. Okay, so select that. Now there's the backdrop, but it looks very circular. It doesn't look it's not sort of straight as I'd want it to be. So let's go and change that over there. So we just modify that in the material. So to get very quickly to that, right click on the map number 2 and I go edit in SME, which stands for Slate Material Editor. So it brings this up over here, and you can see there under my parameters coordinates texture. Okay, select that, you'll see it changes. Okay, that's not really what I want. Let's do environment mapping screen. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so that is what I'm looking at over there. So I'm happy with that, and let's go back to here. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do is I need to just go and make sure that I'm rendering with that, because if I had to put it down, let's say it kind of looks like it's on the floor over there, click on render, what happens? It renders it, great, but there's no ground shadows. Okay, so what can I do for that? Let's go back to this, and what I'm going to do is to create ground shadows, I can put down a plane. So let's go put down a plane like this, modify it, let's go make it 15 meters by 15, and okay, I'm just going to go lower it a bit so that it's sitting just below the bottom of my front bucket. Okay, cool, that's pretty good. Let's do render, let's see what happens. Okay, so there we go, great, I've got a nice render there, and I've got some nice shadows, but the problem over here now is that I can't see my background, it's just a work plane there. So what can we do on this? So what we're going to do now is I'm going to project the back sort of bitmap onto this plane, so it's going to kind of be see-through. So how do we do that? We need to go back to our materials. Okay, and I've just kind of pre-set up over here, but I'll show you the whole process. So the first material that we have is your maps material. So materials, Arnold, utility, and then map to material. Okay, so that's the one that we create. And this middle one over here is your shadow mat. So to select that, if you can't find, I just type in shadow. There's my shadow mat. Double click, and it puts it in over here. And then I just go and look for my bitmap over there, and I'm going to now go and just drag and drop this on to my plane. So let's see what happens when we go and render this. There we go. So we are now getting that see-throughness over there. So now it looks like my my bulldozer, front of the bulldozer, is actually there sitting in the office. My little RC bulldozer of some sort, and then obviously just play around with the settings, get a little bit of take away some of that noise that you can see in the front there, and there you've got a render in the setting that you want. So there we go, create a backdrop, a backplate, a work plane that you are able then to sort of project that backplate onto it, click on render, and there you've got your model in the scenario that you want. Thank you very much for watching.